Why did the Roman Empire not focus on conquering the entirety of Europe instead of going to Africa and Asia? Right, okay. See, when you conquer a territory, it's a big undertaking. You have to set aside a certain number of soldiers, maybe 10,000, maybe 20,000 soldiers. You have to send them to capture a territory that is not yours, which means you have to fight a war. To fight a war, you have to supply them with whatever they need: arms, ammunition, new weapons. Some of them will die, so you have to resupply them and send more soldiers, perhaps. You have to ensure that they have sufficient food supplies. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of money. It empties your treasury. So then the question is, which territories should you conquer? Should you conquer all territories, or should you conquer those territories from which you will get more money than you spend? See, Europe, if you look at places like Ukraine, tremendous fertile land. Ukraine also existed during Roman times. Makes sense to conquer it. If you look at Gaul, which is France and Switzerland, very fertile lands and lots of people there. You can either use them as slaves, or you can use the land for agriculture, and you will get revenue from that. If you conquer Spain, there is gold there, right? So wherever you have territories with lots of people, if you conquer those territories, you will get a lot of revenue from there. If you go north of the river Rhine or go east of the river Danube, you will find these forested territories, super cold territories, sparsely populated territories like Germania Magna, and the Nordic territories like what is now Sweden, Norway, etc. Super cold, super frozen, sparsely populated, no agriculture possible there, no source of revenue. You go and capture that, and then what will you do? You have to station soldiers there, lots of soldiers, and you have to pay for that. What sense does it make? But if you conquer, let's say, Egypt, big population there, and you can extract revenue from that. If you conquer North Africa, big population centers established there for centuries, you can tax them, you can force them to pay tribute. They can go and do all the dirty work in the Sahel region or wherever, and they have to pay you a yearly tribute. So why not capture those territories, right? So that's why it doesn't make economic sense to capture everything. Only capture the rich, prosperous regions from which there is guaranteed tribute, which will come in every year, or guaranteed resources that will come in every year. That's what makes sense to capture. That's why the Roman Empire did not waste its energy, resources, manpower, whatever, in capturing the whole of Europe, because the whole of Europe was not valuable. It captured all the valuable territories. It went as far east as possible. It captured Judea, which is present-day Israel, the Israel region, West Asia region, but it could not go further east, because it ran into the Persian Empire. And the Persians captured a Roman emperor and humiliated him. What was his name? Let's find out, okay? Which Roman emperor did Persia capture? Okay, which Roman? Yeah, here we have Valerian. The Roman emperor captured by the Persians was Valerian, who was defeated and captured by Shapur I in 260 AD. This is one of the most significant humiliations in Roman history. Okay, so the Romans understood, we better not fight Persia. What's the point? We have enough territory. That will give us enough wealth. So that's why the Roman Empire went as far as it could go. Did not go where it was too difficult to fight. When you had too powerful of an empire like the Persians, did not go too far north, because that land was useless. You would not get any significant revenue from that, and you would have to spend more than you got out of it. So these are the reasons why the Roman Empire did not focus on capturing on conquering the entirety of Europe. It instead went in other directions like North Africa and West Asia. Okay.